Boil some water in a kettle. Next up, you need some instant coffee. In here I'm just using the Nescafe Original. And instant coffee got so much flavour in them, and you can make any type of coffee recipe and it's going to turn out delicious. Next up, you need some raw honey with no added preservatives. And a cup with the boiled water in it. Then I just went ahead and grabbed my ice tray, and you do need like 5 to 6 ice cubes. Then next up, I'm just grabbing some low-fat milk, but you can use soy milk or almond milk depending on what you prefer. Make sure that you have a teaspoon and a tablespoon, but you really just need a teaspoon. And here I just popped up the recipe for you guys so you can see that, but you do need a bowl and a blender or a mixer, but you can do this by hand if you like. Here I just added a full teaspoon of the instant coffee, as you guys can see, into the bowl. Next up, I'm pouring in the raw honey and I'm following it along with a couple of teaspoons of the hot water. The last step you have to do is keep on mixing the ingredients all together till you end up with a fluffy and a really creamy whipped consistency. Next up, you need to add about 5 to 6 ice cubes into your cup. Then next up, I do like to fill my cup halfway through with milk only, considering we do have the ice and we do not want the mixture to overflow when we add in the whipped coffee. That's definitely more than half. Here you're just gonna have to go crazy with the whipped coffee. You just want to add it all in, and that's why I particularly use the tablespoon, because I do find it easier. But you just want to stir and mix until you get that desired coffee mixture. Sometimes your whipped coffee will turn out to be just like this, which is more of a creamy consistency, and that is only because you haven't used as much water, but this time I just turned them fluffy. So it's totally fine if it differs a bit. Then you can just add in some milk if needed and the rest of the whipped coffee and mix. As you can see, this is the final result of the whipped coffee. It turned out to be fluffy this time. If you try this healthier recipe, make sure that you do tag me or send me a picture on Instagram so I can see how your whipped coffee turned out to be.